Hello everyone, and welcome back to Victoria 3. We're playing as Russia, and things have been going to hell in a handbasket recently. We've almost had a revolution trying to pass different discrimination laws. Not even cultural, not even multiculturalism, just less entirely shit to everyone all the time. And we haven't quite been able to pull that off. We've also really been struggling with standard of living, as well as balancing the budget, which is right now unbalanced. We're trying to go improve that a little bit. The real main driver seems to be iron, the cost of iron, which is not terribly surprising. We did increase our production just a little bit. Again, paper's still a bit expensive as well, so if we can drive some of this stuff down, that should be good. It doesn't address the standard of living crisis, but we'll do what we can for that, honestly. I wonder, though, I might have messed up here a little bit. Urban centers. We really need to go to gas street lights. Let's take a look at our production of coal. Right now, no coal production. Yeah, that's what we're queuing up next. We're getting some coal. I mean, we're not building anything. That is pretty nice. Almost want to decrease the deficit a little bit. So we're paying a fair amount of interest, but I think let's go to coal mines, and I don't really want to build in something where we already have a lot going on. We could go for Mazovia. Yeah, let's go. And we'll build 5 there, and then we'll start going to better services, which will of course give us a better consumption tax from services, as well as just drive down the price a little bit to make everyone a bit more happy and increase that standard of living, which is scooching up just a little bit. It did start off close to 10, so we're still doing just abysmally, but such is life, such is life. We have a lot of territory. We just haven't really been able to match it with prosperity in other areas, so we'll see what we can do. We have a lot of inactive, so this is what's driving all of our shortages. Let's just cancel them. Let's get the free bureaucracy, because may as well. And then we should be able to do coal discovered in Hokkaido. Nice. We might be able to go up to better law enforcement. Let's go up to law enforcement 3. That might kick off the Jack the Ripper chain of events, but you can see we've had a huge drop in radicals. And that is something that's... some of it's coming from placating people who want... oh, jeez. Ugh. Okay, so... second cut down to size war. I guess we should be glad that the French didn't go in the first time. Well, I'm not really sure how they're intending to attack us. So we'll add a war goal for war reparations, and then, assuming that we don't actually have any sort of land border with them, I guess they can make a beachhead. They have enough flotillas to do it. But if they don't achieve any of their war goals, we should be fine. The issue is we can't counter-invade them. So we'll have to be careful to make sure that they don't get a successful beachhead for very long. I think the best way to deal with that, honestly, is leaving people just defending. Because they'll apportion themselves and we'll be able to respond as soon as the naval engagement begins. Which is something. It's not a lot, but it is something. Okay. Coal mines are coming along. We're getting a little bit of iron in Saratov, and we should probably build a couple more iron buildings as well, just to drive that price down a little bit lower. How's market access in Saratov doing? I want to make sure that that's okay. What's the best way to figure that out? Low market access, Minsk and Alaska, so Minsk is hurting us quite a bit. That's unfortunate, because Minsk has a fair number of buildings I'd like to do better, namely the textile mills, the government buildings, things like that. Donation of knowledge. -1 for the industrialists, or we get a university. Yeah. That's probably in response to us not building any of our own. We were just helped along by one of those beginner's help type thing. So, the French are coming for us. Their army is way better than ours. Take a look. Yeah, 1885 power projection. We have roughly the same numbers, 280. We're at 1614. It's not horrible. Honestly, it could be worse. But it could also be far better. We also do still have expensive artillery. Let's take a look if we can do anything about that. No, we need smooth borders technology. So that's from Shell Gun. But that's very much not a priority right now. We can't afford to go in after that. It's just not feasible. So if we take a look at our production methods here and at urban centers, this will increase demand by 480. If we take a look at each one of these buildings, they'll produce a maximum of 25 while consuming some tools. So we're not going to get to 480 anytime quickly, which means that we need to build even more coal mines before we can get anything else going. So that's 5. 10 will bring us to 250, so let's go up to 10 in Mazovia. At that point, we can increase our production method. It'll be a little expensive to do it, but that's okay. Are you kidding me? We can't even get agrarianism. Son of a monkey's cranky grandmother, man. We can't do a damn thing. Okay, at this point we need to try for something else, and that's going to be putting in the industrialists or intelligentsia. Unacceptable government is really a problem. But this will drive up... number of loyalists per month would be pretty nice. But... we can't pass anything like this. What about the rural folk? That's still acceptable. And I can't imagine that they're pro-serfdom. They're not. There it is. That's our solution for right now. We're going to put in the rural folk, confirm this, and then try to do... That's just bad. That's just bad. Let's try to get rid of serfdom. Gentries are going to be upset, but not mad enough to start a rebellion, so... yeah, not great. We're losing money now because of pissing off some of the other people. War with France as well. I mean, it'll be expensive, but if they start subsidizing us, at least that's something. And it's more than nothing anyway. And because they haven't achieved any war goals, they should get higher base decay. I don't see that that's happening though, but there's no fight going on. If we lose more than they do, despite them being the aggressor, that's kind of bullshit. Man. 0% war goals. We don't have war goals either. So we're getting higher because of our percent of population that's radical is higher. It would really suck if we have to... if we get cut down to size without engaging the French. It's such a trolley move. Well, okay. Fair enough. Do we have any outs from this? Not really, because they're flotillas. They have 105. We can't fight against that, particularly because they also have better technology in the flotillas too. So it's just problem upon problem. No employment here. You know what? Let's just see what happens. Let's do it. I'm tired of waiting. Let's go to excuse me. Let's go to buildings. We can't go to Dysone. Could go to patent stills, but that's going to challenge our glass production a bit more than I'd like. Let's go ahead and go to gas streetlights. This should give us an immediate shortage of coal, and it does, but it means that the coal plants will start hiring, which will help us out a little bit, because it'll bring people up a little bit standard of living. It'll also get us a bit more money as time goes on. You can see, bro, we are losing a fair number of radicals, which is good. Good. If we could just balance the budget. Man, we only really have a problem when our interest begins to exceed our balance. But that's not exactly something that we want to run up against, so... Let's take a look. Mechanical tools unlocked is very nice. Let's go in and start atmospheric engine. And we can come in here as well and go ahead and do slaughterhouses, which we should have already had the next one to it, but we didn't. What else is good? Tooling workshop, let's go to steel tools there. Furniture, we can go to precision tools there. We've just done a little bit of a modernization, so that at least is worth something. Coffee's expensive, but we only need 2. Steel, we have no steel. We need steel immediately. Steel mills, otherwise we will face an increasing tooling shortage, so let's go ahead and get that done. But once we get that, we should have quite an increase in the economy. Okay, well, you know what? Drop that down by 1. I want that coal mine finished because it was. Actually, I want both of these finished because they are getting work done decently quickly. And now they're fighting us. Now they're fighting us. This is the naval invasion we were waiting for. And they have 12 offense against 60 defense. Can I get Novigrad? No, let's get the defensive strategist mobilized. Why are you not allowing me Baltic HQ? Oh, because you're already here. Okay, so they're going against our defensive planner already. Let's get another one and defend at... there's no front. Cool, we just mobilized this guy and there's technically no front yet. Ah, joy. Joy, joy, joy to the world. If they continue to fail to achieve their goals, though, and we can continue to inflict losses on them at sea, I mean, we're losing our own navy is the issue. Can we raid their convoys a little bit? Let's go here. Just some light, friendly convoy raiding, see if we can damage their economy a little bit. Manage to hold out that way. Yeah, this might not be a long-run campaign, only because I think I might have kind of screwed us. But law enforcement at least gets to 2. We have fended off the French there. We're within point 2. Goodness gracious, this is going to be a long, stupid war. That's all it's going to be. It's just a long, stupid war. Well, at least we're starting to make some leaps and bounds here. We're actually exceeding the French GDP, which that should not happen. I'm curious, how are GDPs doing generally? Great Britain's taking off some, East India Company's taking off. Qing, a little bit of forward progress actually, nice. And French economy in downturn, Austrian economy struggling, Prussia very much struggling. That's because they lost that war, so they didn't lose a ton of territory, but I mean, they don't need to. And we are inflicting losses now on the French, so that's worth something as well. It is closing the gap a little bit. And as they're dead, well, ours are up pretty high as well. 0.42, 0.39, 13,000 casualties, 19,000. I mean, hey, 7.9% of their population is radical, 6.9. Oh, they have more radicals than we do too. So we've actually switched things around there, and that'll mean that we should be in a slightly better position, all told, for just outlasting the French as they try to screw us over. Leave it to the French, man. Crystal glass. My concern is that we don't have any source of dyes. That's an issue. That's a big issue. Here comes the 9% chance for serfdom abolished. And no. But positive outcome. So a little bit of an increase there. 18.6% chance. We'll have to just wait for the next time around. I think unfortunately that is going to be all we have for today. So thank you guys for hanging around, and we'll see you again real soon.